Think of the thing you desire to learn. Believe in yourself and your efforts will earn the ability to learn something new. Take an aim at the target true. I can. Follow along in a shared text. I can. Read the mystery words in the text. Now let's read a poem line by line. We'll figure out the words used all the time. When we read together, we sound like one. Start with me to have a lot of fun. This story is called Carly. I went through and I found all the words we already know in this story. Carly, or in our poem, Carly. I want you to repeat after me. Carly. My little sister Carly always wears a skirt. She is quiet like a mouse until she burps and slurps. I like to take her to the park so she can play in the dirt. My mom says she is just like me when I was a little squirt. She moves like a turtle, not fast like a shark. My dog follows her around, and I listen for the bark. I like to watch her twirl her legs above her head. If she's not careful, she might roll off the bed. All right, let's read it one more time. Repeat after me. Carly. My little sister Carly always wears a skirt. She is quiet like a mouse until she burps and slurps. I like to take her to the park so she can play in the dirt. My mom says she is just like me when I was a little squirt. She moves like a turtle, not fast like a shark. My dog follows her around, and I listen for the bark. I like to watch her twirl her legs above her head. If she's not careful, she might roll off the bed. There's a few words that I want to point out in here really quick. We're going to be looking at our controlled vowels this week. Those are vowels like A, E, I, O, U that are bossed around by bossy R. That's something about bossy R. Bossy R, when it's with a vowel, almost always takes over and it makes the main sound. So the title of our poem was Carly. If you sounded out Carly, it would sound like this. K-R-L-E. The A and R don't make an A-er sound. They say R. What does A-R say? R, like a pirate. The next one I want you to look at is the word sister. If we sounded out sister, it would sound like this. S-I-S-T-R. We hear S-I-S-T-R, but really at the end, there's an E-R. At the end of words, when you hear an sound, there's always an E-R together. The R is being bossy, and he's controlling that vowel. He is making the E make his sound with him. The next word I want to look at is the word skirt. It's at the end of the first line. If we sounded out skirt, it would sound like this. Skirt. We hear 4 sounds, but there's 5 letters. Skirt. I and R together make the sound. R is being bossy again. He's bossing around that vowel. The I has to say the R sound with him when they're next to each other. We're going to keep looking at that this week, but I wanted to point it out to you that there are R-controlled vowels. That when a vowel is with an R, it's going to make a different sound. We have 3 new mystery words today. Let's solve the mystery. Let's solve the mystery. Clue by clue, clue by clue. Clues will tell you what to do to make the word become clear to you. We'll know the word, we'll figure it out, clue by clue. All right, our first word has 3 letters. I want you to go through with your eyes, and I want you to find words that have 3 letters. I'm going to go through and I'm going to circle them, but I want you to circle them with your eyes. Pretend that you have a pencil that you're doing it with too. Anything that has 3 letters. Good job following along with me while I find all our 3-letter words. Now you're going to notice that I'm circling similar words we already know, and that's okay. I'm going to go back and erase those. So now that I'm done circling the words that have 3 letters, I'm going to go through and erase the ones we already know. Remember, those are all the blue words. And, the, not, was, and, for, the, not, the. So that leaves the word she, can, mom, her, dog, off, in bed. 2 of these words are mystery words. So not just one, there's 2 3-letter words that are mystery words. My next clue, both of our mystery words have an E. Both of our mystery words have an E. That means we're going to erase any word that does not have an E. She has an E, her has an E, can does not, mom does not, she, dog does not, her does, her, she, oop, bed does not, oh, sorry, bed does, off does not. All right, my last clue, both words have an H. Did you think you figured out our words? You did. We have 2 words that are circled that are mystery words. The first one is S-H-E. Let's sound out that word. Sh-E, she. The word of the day is she. The word of the day is she. This is how you spell S-H-E, she. Great job. Our next word that we had found is this word, H-E-R. Now remember what I just said about R-controlled vowels. If a vowel is next to an R, it's going to say the sound. Look at the E is next to the R. E-R says her. The word of the day is her. The word of the day is her. This is how you spell it. H-E-R, her. Great. So our first word was her. Our next word was she. So our next mystery word has 4 letters. So I want you to go through and find words that have 4 letters. I'm going to circle them in blue this time so that we don't mix them up with our other word that we learned. Looking for any word that has 4 letters. Thanks for following along, circling them in your head with me. If we were in the classroom, I'd be calling on friends to come up and help me circle these words. But because we're at home right now, we have to just do it with our minds. Wow, there were a lot of four-letter words. Now, this word looks like it has four letters. That's a contraction. It's actually two words put together. That's not our word, so I'm not going to do that one. No contractions. And there's this word. All right, so there's all our four-letter words. Now I'm going to erase the ones that we already know. That word is when. We know the word when. That's the only four-letter word that we knew, though. So that didn't get rid of very many for us. My next clue, this word has two vowels. This word has two vowels. Remember, our vowels are A, E, I, O, U. So I see two vowels in like. It has I and E. I see two vowels in take. It has A and E. I don't see two vowels in park. I only see one. I don't see two vowels in play. I only see one. There's not one. There's not two in dirt, just one. We can erase says. We can erase just. We can erase fast. We can erase bark. We can erase legs. And we can erase roll. That helped get rid of a lot of them. But there's still a couple words it could be. I see like, take, and head. All right. My next clue, it starts with a L, like in lion. Starts with L, like lion. What letter would I have to start with? An L. So it can't be this word or this word. So our last word for today is the word like. What's the word? Like. L-I-K-E. Now, like has a magic E at the end. The magic E is giving all his powers to the I so I can say his name. But guess what happened? He got so tired, he's not saying anything now. Oh, the word of the day is like. The word of the day is like. This is how you spell it. L-I-K-E. All right, let's read all three words. We're going to start at the top from where I wrote them and go down. Like, her, she. Read them again. Like, her, she. Point to her. Point to like. Point to she. Great job. Now, those words can be easy to sound out as long as you remember magic E, as long as you remember our controlled vowels like in her, and as long as you remember your digraphed SH. How can you practice learning your mystery words this week? What's a new way that you might practice them? I'm sure you had so many great ideas. I wish I could hear them all. One way that you could practice them is you could write them in shaving cream. Another way you could practice them is you could build them with Play-Doh. You make little Play-Doh snakes and then turn the snakes into the letters. Another way to practice your words could be chalk outside. Or maybe you don't have chalk at your house. It's been kind of hard to find. So maybe you just draw it in the dirt with a stick. Or maybe you use nature, kind of like you did writing your names, and you practice writing your words instead. All right, and how is that going to help you with reading and writing? Good. The more you practice those words, the easier they're going to get. The easier they get, the easier reading gets for you. Can't wait to see the creative ways that you find to practice your mystery words today. On Seesaw, you'll see a challenge for you. You're going to go outside. You're going to practice building your mystery words using nature. Take a picture and post it on CSUN for us to see.